Imagine having access to a cutting-edge virtual anatomy lab right at your fingertip without any cost or restriction. Our free and easily accessible virtual anatomy lab brings medical education to everyone, anytime, anywhere. Let's dive into the world of immersive learning. Hi everyone, I'm Teoh Wen Zhing. I'm going to share with you about our project entitled Development of Interactive 3D Virtual Anatomy Lab in Medical Imaging Education. Before we start, let me introduce to you our team members. We are from the School of Medical Imaging, Faculty of Health Science, Universiti Sultan Zainal Abidin, Gong Barat Campus, Terengganu. Since the initial outbreak in China at the end of 2019, the novel coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, has posed difficulties for medical professionals and educational institutions worldwide. The COVID-19 pandemic was announced in March 2020. As a result, online learning and social isolation were introduced. People cannot go out freely, and this makes it difficult for sectors like education and business to operate normally as before. In education sectors, teachers have to adapt their teaching methods to suit an online format, and students need to adjust to new learning environment and study habits. With the rise of Industry Revolution 4.0, virtual education has been introduced where students can learn in a virtual environment. Medical imaging students need the flexibility to learn anatomy. With the development of 3D virtual anatomy lab simulation, students can access the lab remotely, making it ideal for online education and distance learning. However, existing 3D virtual anatomy software are expensive and limited. Most students cannot afford to buy the software. Therefore, we developed a version of 3D virtual anatomy lab with a cost-effective method to overcome this problem. The objective of our project is to develop interactive and immersive e-learning sectional anatomy content that are relevant to the medical imaging education using a cost-effective method. There are 4 tools that we use to collect the data in our project, which are the smartphone, H5P software, computer, and the Google camera. The first step to develop the 3D virtual anatomy lab is to create a panoramic image of the anatomy lab using a smartphone with the Google camera application. So this is the panoramic image of our virtual anatomy lab. The second step is collecting images of different parts of human body anatomy to develop interactive content. And the last step is to develop interactive and immersive content by integrating the 360-degree panoramic image into H5P software. Once integrated, the images were edited to make them more interactive. A title and description were added to the virtual environment. Now, let me show you what is inside our 3D virtual anatomy lab. When students enter the virtual anatomy lab, they can move their head to look around the environment of the virtual lab. Students can also interact with the virtual object in the lab to make their learning more immersive. When they interact with the virtual object, they can see the description of each part of human body anatomy. We also included a lot of interesting educational videos that can help students to learn better and understand better about human sectional anatomy. The virtual lab is free and easily accessible to students and lecturers anywhere and anytime. Thus, through this innovative e-learning approach, students can virtually enter the anatomy lab and does not need to worry about the time and the cost. Before leaving the anatomy lab, students can have a fun quick test to test their understanding about what they have learned in this lab. Don't worry if you answer the question incorrectly, because you can immediately review the answer after the test. We will continue to develop more quiz to allow students to do revision about sectional anatomy in our virtual lab. At the moment, our project has won a bronze award in the UniSZA Carnival on e-learning 2023. To conclude this project, the development of an interactive 3D virtual anatomy lab reshaped the medical imaging education field. Our 3D virtual anatomy lab provide a cost-effective and good alternative to other expensive programs. I hope that medical imaging schools can consider integrating our 3D virtual anatomy lab into their curriculum. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening.